Right, this is the first segment of the next update. I think it's 35, that's it, 35 I think it is. And what we're looking at is this area here. And I'm not going to zoom in too much, but these are areas. Now what I've done is I've cleaned these bits up, and one or two other bits as well for later, like these. I've cleaned them up. They're not glued together, they're just stuck, just fitted. So, and I want to add a bit of texture around this bit, and I wished I'd textured the whole vehicle, to be honest. And had I known it, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I stood up against the real one in Belvington Tank Museum this week, because I was on a 5-day break in Dorset, and I went to the museum on the first day we got there. And what we saw is a bit of texturing on the side of the vehicle. So, you know, if I ever did one of these again, or the M10 version, I don't think I will, because I've got other vehicles to build. But I will start texturing a bit on these ones as well. But this one still looks nice, so I'm quite happy with that at the moment. And I will be weathering it all the way around, but I'm definitely going to have to texture around the side here to give it, because it's just too smooth. Because I cleaned it up, obviously, when I was doing it. So right, here we go. So what we've got to do is get these parts now. So these are the two parts. Now I've already put them together just so that I didn't get the two bits wrong. Bits wrong. So here we go. Oh, I'm going to have a bit of light on here. I think there's enough light anyway. But if we have a little bit both sides, just a tad, that'd be okay. Right, here we go then. So we're going to do this one first, and here we go. So I think the best thing is to go all around red. And then pop her in, and then run the glue in afterwards as well. Right, there we go. So we're going to come around this bit. That didn't go too well, did it? But there you go. It's in there now. So now what I'm going to do is run glue into it. So, and that's going to be there. So we're going to run the glue cloth across there. And you see it streamed in straight away, so I can actually just hold that for a little while. That's it. I can actually zoom in a bit, I think. Might be just a little bit. If I keep my hands there so I know it's with this line, I can stay in focus. I haven't got my cables coming out, so there you go. I think that's for sure good enough. So what we're going to do now is do glue around this bit as well. Let it go into there. And there you go. Really wanted that to be quite strong, and pushed into there. Right, let that bit go. Go along here again just to give them a bit more oomph. There you go. I'll stop that, and then we're going to do this one now. Same principle. Might just give it a quick coat here, like I did last time. So, yep, there it is. And into this, like so. Again, make sure we get it level, and then I'm going to run glue down inside again, just like I did last time. And here it goes. Clean that up afterwards. Yep, that's it. So I don't know, might as well do these now, because I've got these ready to go, and these could be actually rubbed around the outside again, and then I might have to sand them up. So we can, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll get that off and do it. Here we go. There we go. Well, that's that one done for now. Now we've got this one to do. Same principle. This is Sunday evening. I'm doing this now, so just in case, so you know, it's a Sunday. So I will put Sunday's day up as a recording date, but it's only the first segment, so I might not get anything till Tuesday, because I've got one going up tomorrow anyway. Hello, why ain't that going? I've got to get that in. Ah, it's gone in here. I should get rid of the sand. That these sand smooth the joints off anyway, so it won't be as if it's going to be all left alone like this, because I think this is a cast bit. There you go. That's it. Me and Greg are going to do another buddy build after this build's finished, because he's doing a 135th Sherman, just a drama display. So, and he always does a great job on that, and his Sherman's come on fantastically. Oh. So I do like his heavy weathering style, because it's really good. not really heavy, but really does go into withering in a big way, and I quite love the look of it. So anyway, but it's not my style, but I did do one what I've regarded as heavy withering, but I didn't quite go so far. There you go. So gonna let that dry now. Got a finger mark on there because I put so much glue on, but I wanted to really get it in there, so that's going to be sanded off anyway, so that'll disappear, so that's okay. So that's 2 done. Look at this bit I didn't need to do underneath, but you'll see that I've actually filled all the recesses in there, so they're all done. Just to make it smooth. You're not going to see anything under there, but I just did it. I thought myself, they did look at ISO, and if you did happen to look down and you could see something there, it would show up. So anyway, that's done. So this has been cleaned up as well. Now we all know that this bit and these bits got to be cleaned up. So I'm going to wait for another segment in to carry on doing this. So what we're going to sand these and then put them actually in. Now I've actually done a replacement part. Now I might be able to show you this. There's a replacement part there where my finger is, that little knob there. I had to make it out of place. I've got to put 2 lines on it because I've noticed in the instructions there's 2 lines on the bit the pump went in there. Couldn't find it anywhere. It must return up way in the future, but I couldn't find it. So but when I look at the instructions, if I put 2 lines on that, it's going to look just right. So, or as near as right as I could get it. So, and this bit goes underneath once on this. I think that actually sits there. You can see what I mean by this. I just figure this bit fits into there, and it all goes into under the turret, so that's okay. Right, so that's what we're going to do, but they've got to wait for them to glue before we actually put it on the front, because these go like that. Looks like it's going to be a nice tight fit, and also, well, you know it reasonably tight. I won't be playing with the back gun barrel anyway, but it'd be nice to have it moving. Anyway, so that's that. So we'll let them dry. So right, so what we're going to see is for the next build is me. I've cleaned these bits up, ready for it, and cleaned up these, and we get the top this gun bit finished, and we got this to put on still, and this movable bit that goes up down. Now I've seen it in the permanent position, but this will keep falling down because it's actually not held up by anything. So it's this way actually. There you go. So we have to wait and see. Right, that's it then. I'll see you on the next one, and next clip I mean. This is this element over, or segment I should say. Right, back for another segment. Now the bits we glued together yesterday, which is Monday today, I've actually just pushed into place and then glued this plate on, and I forgot to press record, so that's a shame. But you know, I've got to clean this bit up later on, and this will actually be perfect now for that. So that's, but I've been doing a lot of clean up off camera and snipping bits off, because so what I've done is got these 2 bits that go on to the side of the turret, which you can see that there. One goes on either side, which I can do. This is the bit for the machine gun, or the 50 cal at the back. These are the 4 parts that go for that. You can see them down there. Yep, you can. And so that's done. I've cut these bits off. These need to be cleaned. These are the turret bits, the 4 mounting points on the side of the turret, which additionally was for our extra armour as far as I know, but there weren't many people that used it. They just left it as it was because it added extra weight to the vehicle. And then you got the hands. I've took them all off. Oops. I've took them all off. So they're all ready to go. I've got to clean them up as I go though, so I'm going to clean a few up for one side. I think it's 13 either side, so there's more than enough there. I cut all of them off. I glued these together and the other day, yesterday, and now I've cleaned them up really all the way around, so they're nice and smooth. So that looks nice. And I've also done the other one obviously because there's a pair, and I'm going to be starting putting these on soon. But I want to clean all these other bits up first, so when I start coming, whoops, there you go. touch the camera with my head. So when I start doing stuff, it's okay. So the I've got the barrel, these bits are cleaned up and all, and I've got the 2 barrel pieces cleaned up, and I'm still not sure whether to go for the metal one. But this one has got a positive mounting for the actual turret, the weights, counterweights on the actual barrel. So I might go with this because it goes together quite nicely, and if I smooth it out nicely and leave that little line that's around the side, oh, I've done it again. Don't know why I keep doing that. And basically, so there we go. So we've got all the other bits there, and so there we go. So we've got to do cleaning up. I'm not going to do cleaning up on camera because, as I said before, it just seems a bit stupid because you've seen me cut off and you've seen me sanding. So I want to clean them all up and then I'll just show you putting it together. But yeah, so this is going to go on there obviously, and that go. Well, I've done it again and I keep knocking the whole thing, but I'm standing up. That is. So that's where it goes this way, and it does fit really nice. But I've got the machine gun bit to go there, so I'll be doing that all on camera. So put that out of the way, put that over there, so that's out of the way. So be doing this on camera. So what I'm going to do now is switch off and start doing some cleaning. So catch you on the next segment. Right, I'm back now. I've done some cleaning up now, so I've got to get some stuff stuck into here. So what we're going to do now is do these parts. Now these 3 parts have to be put together, or 4 parts I should say. So what we're going to do is a bit of glue, and the instructions say, oh yeah, there they are. I'll find the place where I was now, because I've mucked about to put the bits that keep falling out. Sorry about this, typical, isn't it? There it is, and that's the part. Now I've already put U8 and U7 into place, which you can see just there. If I do this, just there, they've been put into place. Again, I've done it off camera, but I cleaned them up, put them out there, so that's done. And so now what we're going to be doing now, if I can, I'll tell you what, if I put these over there, I can bring them in and out. I've got my monitor back now, which is just over there. If I've got to touch it and it's going, so I need a longer lead. And to be honest, the micro HDMI, whatever anyway, plugs are really terrible on these cameras. I wished it was a bigger one, more positive. They do have problems with it, so what I'm going to be doing is getting an extension so I can actually have it looser fitting up to there, so it doesn't actually move around much. Right, anyway, so here we go. So let's put this back there for a bit further and get that over there out of the way and put that over there and get that out. I don't want to knock anything about, and all those parts have been cleaned up as well, along with the oh, it's gone off again. It seems that every time I move it wants to go, so if I can do that, perhaps that'll make a difference. That might make a difference. Yeah, it does. Right, here we go then. So, and I've also got all these made up as well. I think I've already showed that all cleaned up. Right, so what we're going to do is put these 2 bits together. So what we're going to do is what the instruction says. It's gone off again. It is right that they said these are very temperamental. Don't move. Right, I like it because I can see what I'm doing out on the screen, and it's just gone off again. I don't know what. Very frustrating. But anyway, so let's go in. So we're going to put these bits together. So these go together, which are on another page, which is pretty clever. I'll move that over there. Yeah, I think it's further up. Yep, there it is. Just there. And they're the parts I've got. So that's it. So we're going to do that. Might take that down a little bit for now. So these are the parts you can see. Just here. Right, put that back over there and get stuck in. So now we've got to glue these two parts together, bring the glue in. I could come in a bit close, I suppose. That's it. Move that out of the way though, so you, and that, and put that over there. So what we've got to do is glue these parts together. So, which is the best one to do? This one's got the pins on, so I just use this. And there we go. And come in like this. Oops. Like so. Get it nice and evened up. Done that, now run some glue on the inside. And round the edges a little bit. And squash. And hold that for a few seconds. Might run a bit of glue over the top as well. This takes the old the 50 cal, so we really don't want it to be too weak. I do always like to do a bit of blowing to get rid of any excess glue. I'll let that go for a couple of minutes. Right, we've got big things to put on the outside, but what I've got to do now is I've really got to start thinking about putting this into place. But I'm going to get this bit done. Yeah, that's what I said I'd do. Confusion, confusion. Right, so this goes that way, and then you've got these other bits. So put that over there. So we want the circle over this side. So we've got to get a little bit of dab glue here and put that in. It's in place. That's it. And then we have a handle which comes up on the other side. So I do this one. Put the handle there. Looks like it comes up in the air, so we'll do that. There you go, so we've done that bit. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to clean up a little bit, not much. And next bit, to bring this back over here, because that's where it goes. And I might sand a little bit there now. Right, if we put a bit of glue on it, it does melt nicely. Just trying to get rid of that seam, even though I suppose there would be a stream there. There you go. That's the bit you're going to see. And a little bit around the top, I'm just going to rub a bit of you can't see what I'm doing there. I'm just doing a bit of this around the top. I'm going to go around the back and melt this bit of seam around here. And That's it. Might be better that way. No, it's not. Really annoying. I'm going to have to get this sorted out. It needs a bit more flexibility on the cable. Right, that's okay. What we've got to do now is put this into position. Right, bring this in. Put this way. And put a bit of glue there. And away we go. There you go. Done. I'm going to glue it in a bit more. I'm going to be using the plastic one. I've got a PE one, but that can be coming in handy with something else. So what I'm doing is trying to get rid of that seam a little bit better. When you've got a bit of paint on it, will do. Right, happy with that. So that's done. Now look at the next thing. We can start putting these parts on. I think next we can do that. So we've got one, and goes this side, and it goes on to here. So what we're going to do now is put a bit of glue on this. Right, and on there. And put it into position. And it goes like that. That's why I'm glad I haven't got the shells in place for this. Gets you putting them in earlier on. There you go. So they're getting there slowly. I just noticed a seam there. I can get that. If your finger leans the seam off and then suddenly you spot one, but that's okay. I'm going to hold that now. I'm holding that for a little while. I'm going to come back in a second. Right, we're back, and I'm going to do the other one now, and might give that a quick shave with the old sander. The test fit. Yeah, that's going to be right. Test fit. Here we go then. Same again. Like I said though, we can actually still go around with it afterwards. There you go. I'm going to do what I did last time. That bit of sanding did do a good job. Underneath, I can sand all the glue marks off on with a nice smooth sander, so that's okay. So, right, I moved it out of the way because I wanted to have a closer look, but right, here we go. And hold that in position. Coming along nicely. Well, that's coming along quite nicely now. Nice lick of paint later on. I'm going to sand that bit off later on with the sanding stick. I can do that off camera, it doesn't really matter too much. Right, what we're going to do is look at this. Now, I know we've got this to do, but I can do that with the actual circle, the actual turret ring in. In fact, it might be easier to do it separately. No, I'll do that later. This has got, the ring's got to go on anyway at some point. The only thing that ruins it is that handle, because it's obviously you can see it goes through. So got a problem there. That's not a real problem. I'll have to get a stand made out of a couple of sticks so I can just sit it on there, it'll be okay. So that's what I'm going to put on next, is this bit here now, because I think that would be basically it for that. Now I'm not going to use that glue. I'm going to have to use me other one, because I think the River one contactor does a better job because it dries slower. So what we're going to do now is find out where it goes. Right, it goes this way to there, to that bit there. So I don't need to go any further than that. So I wonder, that's the middle. Two, so there's the middle, and that's where the pin goes for the where we go. I've got to see if I can get this running first. Oh, yep, it's running straight away. That ain't bad. Right, so back to this. 2 and 2, and that's the middle. So basically, we're going to go all the way around this from here. I'll use extra thin on it later as well, so that's not a problem. And there goes, so it can go to this, and that's it. Now we're going to come on over this. The good thing is I'm holding it down and you can't see it, because I've had to have it hanging over because of that handle. So I could move it over, but if I did, I'd lose the traction. So I'm going to hold that now for a second, and I'll show you in a minute. Right, we've got it glued in, and I'm going to leave it now overnight before I touch any more. But it's all screwed in. I've put it with that revel like you saw in, then I run some extra fin round the side as well to give it extra strength. So that's okay. I'll put on my little foam, which is a brush holder sometimes. There you go. Now this will fit snugly into there. So there you go. Come in from this way, or even that way. It does. I'm not going to put it in there because I don't want to do it yet. So, but that's what it is. That'll be done there. And then this should fit quite nicely on top of it, like so. Not pushed in place, but you can see what I mean. So there you go. That's that. So I've got to leave that to dry now. Right then, I'm going to call that quits for the night, and then because I don't want to start mucking about too much until this is dry. So I'll leave that in place. There you go. That's there. And yeah, because that'll be flexible enough to get this into position. I've got to put this bit on as well. I've got the bar on, as you can see, this, and this must swing down for loading and then swing up again for protection. I've seen some tanks without it in, but I'm not sure whether that would be the general purpose, whether they would have done that or just left it hanging down. It wouldn't be in the way, I don't think. Anyway, so we'll look at that. I'm going to have a look at the video a bit later today. So I've got a frog in the throat. So right then, so we'll put that there, and we'll come back later. See you in the next segment. Just a quick before I go downstairs, I just thought I did test this. It just does go in. You slide it in this way, it goes in lovely, so it will be all right. And I didn't put it in right position because I didn't want to click into place. But now we can let it all dry. And now I'm going to do a bit of research to see if this was hanging down this way, down like that in the turret, because I can't see. It's movable, but it doesn't come up and click into place as far as I know. So there you go. We'll have a look, see if they did. I would have thought it would have been there for safety, because as commanders and the gunner basically, or the loader, won't want to be rammed, but of course it's in the way for loading the shells in. If you look at the load of the shells, they might be able to drop in and over top, and if they do, I can glue it into position. Let's see. Right then, anyway, that's it, and see you in the next segment or the next video. I'm not sure what's going to be going on at the moment.